Hey everybody, it's Kneecap here, and welcome to This Week in WoW for the week of September 15th. As always, we will start with the Mythic Affixes and the Corruption Vendor. I do want to remind everybody, as the pre-patch looms very close, possibly next week, possibly the week after that, I will not be doing the Mythic Plus Affixes, and obviously there won't be a Corruption rotation at that point until the Mythic Plus season starts in Shadowlands. So almost to the end of this expansion here, and but let's go ahead and get into this week's at least. This week we have Fortified, Sanguine, Grievous, and Awakened. One more time: Fortified, Sanguine, Grievous, and Awakened. This Corruption Vendor week, which could possibly be the last Corruption Vendor week, we have Infinite Stars 1, Surging Vitality 1, Glimpse of Clarity, Severe 2, Racing Pulse 3, Siphoner 3, and Avoidant 3. At the mid-week reset, we have Severe 1, Siphoner 1, Expedient 2, Twilight Devastation 2, Hone Mind 3, and Strike Through 3. A little bit sad, but perhaps the last time I'm reading those off, the corruptions at least, ever. I guess it's not that sad. A lot of people want to get rid of corruption, right? So maybe it's not that sad. Let's go ahead and talk about what's going on in the game this week. Not a whole lot. We do have the dungeon event, which, again, at the end of the expansion is nearly worthless. For the event this week, we also have a PvP Brawl Gravity Lapse. I do not like that one personally. And we also have Pirate Day over the weekend. This is just one of those micro holidays. Blizzard has said they're going to expand on these micro holidays, but so far they have not done that. Maybe we can look forward into Shadowlands, and maybe we shouldn't hold our breath. We still have the continued impressive influence buff going on throughout the month, I believe it is, that it lasts for the rest of this month. So feel free to grab your reputation. Maybe it'll turn off when the pre-patch starts. We don't know that yet for sure, but use that while you still can for the extra reputation. Some big news in World of Warcraft. Last week, the Jennifer pet was solved. There's secrets in the game that the WoW developers put in. There's a secret finding Discord that works on these. Other people that are not in the Discord work on these. There are Discords in different countries all over the world that work on these. And this secret was finally solved. And I do have a video on how to obtain this secret pet. It is actually one of the easiest ones to do. Obviously, it wasn't not one of the easiest ones to solve, but once you have the solution, it's one of the easiest ones to do. So I encourage you to go do it. Maybe it'll get you into the secret finding community just by doing one of these secret things. So I do encourage you to look that up. I believe it's just titled Jennifer Pet Solved. At least that's what the thumbnail says, but it should be on my channel. So I definitely encourage you to check that out. Other than that, I have been just abusing this reputation buff, making some extra gold with Paragon chests by once you reach Exalted Reputation, you can continue to get reputation and then get chests that have between 3 and, I've never gotten 6,000 gold, but I think it's between 3 and 6,000 gold because I've gotten over 5,000. Judging on my own experience, it's like between 35 and 5,500 gold, somewhere in that general vicinity, where most of the time you probably get like 4K. But it adds up a lot, especially if you're like me and you have quite a few 120s and they've been 120 for a long time, because once you're 120 for a long time and you just do random world quests and stuff, you end up getting exalted with everything. And so I think I have 5 or 6 things that I can get paragons on, which is extremely helpful. So I have been doing a lot of that, which has made me not play the beta as much since this reputation buff has come out. There's not that much to do left on the beta anyways. If they have anything big changes made to Rep Paladins, I'll obviously check that out. So I haven't been doing much on the beta, too much lately. I would like to probably do a little bit more Torghast and test out everything there, but mostly kind of just ready for it to come out, I suppose. The Shadowlands to come out, so not a ton going on. As I said, just a couple events in game, and yeah, we're just waiting for Shadowlands at this point. I would be remiss not to mention that we should have the Revendreth trailer come out, so this will be the 4th in the installation. So on Bastion, and then Maldraxxus with Draka, then Ardenweld was with Ursoc, and the 4th one will be Revendreth. I don't know who the star that'll be, and maybe it'll be Kalthas. I don't know. It's just speculation. But last one will be Revendreth, and I'll have a review on that as soon as that comes out. And yeah, other than that, I do have a video planned for this week as well of beginning tips, or tips for beginners and returning players for raiding. for example, if you haven't raided since like BC, a lot has changed as far as the resources that you use. And I figured I'd put out a video like that, maybe help some people that might want to get into raiding for Shadowlands. So I'll look for that. Look for a review on the Revendreth trailer. So as always, I ask you to please subscribe to the channel because it helps me out so much. And other than that, everybody have a good one.